alight, and from there they would walk. Yes, first pictures of the Prime Minister's carcade arriving, the escort, the pilot vehicle coming in, and I believe 4 or 5 cars behind this would be the Prime Minister's car. In the pictures you see Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Devendra Fadnavis, among others, waiting for the Prime Minister to arrive with a bouquet or a flower. As it happens, he does not take an entire bouquet. And the pilot car has arrived, Ankit. Coming back to the conversation we were having of the unprecedented scale of events, 200 meetings spanning over 60 cities, crisscrossing the entire country, people involved, hundreds and thousands of them through schools, colleges, universities, campuses, and municipalities, municipal administrations, state governments, and now, of course, another set of cars coming in, Prime Minister in there. And the fact that G20 was made into a sort of a people's movement, and everyone was involved through, for example, in the case of campuses, through lectures, demonstrations, essay writing competitions, debates, and at the level of cities and municipalities by way of improving the infrastructure, civic infrastructure. A road called G20 Road has come up in Lucknow, for example, among other things. A lot of city infrastructure was spruced up, as we saw in the case of New Delhi, right from the airport to most of those areas, even beyond the areas which were visited to by the world leaders. Now we are seeing the Union Home Minister Amit Shah and the Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh arriving outside and waiting, even as Party President JP Nadda has actually gone right up to the main entrance of the BJP headquarters at 6 DDU. The Deen Dayal Upadhyay Marg, and these are all leaders from Delhi as well, waiting by the side for the Prime Minister to arrive. We have seen the carcade coming in slowly. The pilot car came in about 5 minutes back. Rajnath Singh taking acknowledging the greetings of those present there in the welcome party. Satyanarayan Jatia, B.S. Yediyurappa, they're all standing waiting for the Prime Minister to arrive. Remember, they are also members of the Central Election Committee, which is the reason why all these leaders are there in the first place, because deliberations are to take place on BJP's poll strategy for Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, and to decide on candidates as well. So now, of course, back to the road where carcade is arriving. Now, yes, you can see the Prime Minister's car also. This is the second pilot car. Behind this, the third pilot car, and then the escort with the SPG jammers. The silhouette clearly seen. The second or third car is the one in which Prime Minister would be there, and with the beacons. JP Nadda, in fact, going right down to the road, actually going out of the main gate to receive the Prime Minister. Even as we see chants of Modi and the crowd there waiting to welcome the Prime Minister. This is the car getting in, Prime Minister inside, yes. And flowers being showered. As he comes in, the car has come in. The car stops. The Prime Minister going to get down, greet the people, accept the greetings, felicitations. What Prime Minister Narendra Modi has achieved, Ankit, is actually stupendous and unprecedented, because remember, international events have happened earlier also in India, but the manner in which the world community really came around to back his leadership of G20 and agreed for a consensus statement despite a lot of obstructions from some quarters, including China, and including apprehensions of the power. The Prime Minister coming out now, taking the greetings, waving to the crowd present, BJP cadres, BJP office bearers. I think he's getting down there, and amid the shower of flowers, walking now, received by Party President JP Nadda. This is still a walk away from where other members of the Welcome Party, members of the Central Election Committee of the BJP are waiting. Prime Minister there taking the bouquet from Party President, now moving towards the crowds. And you have to listen to the net sounds. A very reassured, self-assured Prime Minister. getting inside, having been received by all the leaders of the BJP, right from Party President JP Nadda to Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to Union Home Minister Amit Shah to the Chief Ministers present there, to the members of the Central Election Committee, including Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Devendra Fadnavis, B.S. Yediyurappa, B.L. Santosh, among others. And it seems the Prime Minister is not going to address those present because the manner in which he got inside and took a left turn, as I understand, of the BJP headquarters, you go left, you go inside. If you go right, there is a possibility of going to the mezzanine floor and from there to the terrace from where you could have addressed, like Prime Minister does whenever, for example, he makes a speech, he comes to the BJP headquarters after an election victory. But this time, I think he is keeping it for later and not making an address as of now. But then felicitations being done with all those, all that flower shower and these leaders now waiting. Vinod Tavade can be seen with the Prime Minister's personal team, Executive Assistant Tanmay Mehta there, among others, and Prime Minister has gone inside, I believe, even as all the leaders who would be participating in the Central Election Committee meeting, also going to the first floor where the meeting takes place. And now, I think as of now it's over because there does not seem to be plan for any address to be made, and the crowd that had come in sort of melting away, and inside pictures of Prime Minister having gone in, and now of course the door opening where Prime Minister is. I think we'll get him in a while, and he will go for the Central Election Committee meeting straight, which is essentially aimed at strategizing for the party for the upcoming state election.